Oh, fish on! Oh my God! It's pulling me on the boat! Call the police! Oh boy, that feels like a real fish, guys. Howdy folks, Kel Kellogg here. I am at beautiful Lake Davis and getting towards the end of an incredible trip. Just caught a trout about 2.5, 3 pounds. Let me tell you what's going on. I've been gone about a week on this trip. Me and my buddy Pete, we started out at Eagle Lake. Caught some really nice fish there, up to about 4 pounds. That was 2 days. We hit Elminor yesterday, and that was a bust. The bite was off, and by 11 o'clock, we decided to pull the plug and come to Davis. We had intended to spend the last 2 days of our trip here at Davis, but we did get some fishing in yesterday afternoon. We fished for 2 hours. We got a dozen fish, but let me tell you, this week has been a camera nightmare. My electrical ports in the kayak aren't working. Pete lost one of his GoPros overboard attached to his net. We had to go find a new net. So if you're trolling around at Eagle Lake and you hook a net with a GoPro on it, you'll know where it came from. So I was planning on making a really epic video from this week, but the bottom line is I've got about 90 minutes of battery on this camera, and I have another camera with about 90 minutes of battery, and that's all I got. So I don't know what you're going to see. This is going to be kind of an abbreviated video, but we've been on some good action this morning. I've got 2 fish. I got a smaller rainbow, and then I just got that big guy. Pete's got a couple fish. Interesting bite here. Water temperature 48 degrees, so it's pretty chilly. This is the coldest of the 3 lakes. Over at Eagle Lake, we had water temperatures in the low 50s, and we were catching the fish on small orange flies and Trout Trix minnows. And everything was in the top 15 over there. Pretty epic fishing. Eagle Lake, November. If you know about Eagle Lake, enough said. Here, the water is downright chilly, and I always say when water gets below 50 degrees, the trout can be lethargic. And what we found here is the best zone is in the top 8 feet or so. We've played with night crawlers, bigger flies. The bigger flies I usually use here have not been working. We're getting them on the same small orange flies we were using at Eagle Lake, and we are getting them on the orange Trout Trix minnows, and Pete has been having success on the orange Trout Trix worm. When I run the bigger flies, all I get is a few short strikes. I thought maybe a night crawler would be the answer. It caught fish, but nothing has caught fish to the level of the small orange fly or the orange minnow, which is what I have over here on lead core. I have the orange minnow down about 8 feet. I have this orange fly down about 4 feet. So that's the story here. This is kind of my farewell tour for the High Sierra this fall. We're going to be locked up in snow here shortly. We had some snow on this trip. We had some epically heavy wind.
These just seem to get bigger and bigger. Oh.
At Eagle Lake, and I know Pete's got some footage he'll share with me, and we've got some stills and stuff. So I think this is going to be an interesting video. I'm going to continue on up the lake here and hopefully get my trout on. Fish on, Eddie.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, is he gone? Fish off. Oh, fish on the other rod. Oh my God, I had a double. Now this right here, guys, is kind of a unique rig. See that yellow line going on? Still got that fish. That is floating fly line. Yes, floating fly line. I've got that floating fly line, probably got about 60 feet of it on there, down to half a color of lead core, and then a short top shot on my leader. And what's the point of that? The point of that is that I can get that line way out behind the boat, good distance behind the boat, but still be fishing very, very shallow, which is what I wanted to do. I got the breeze here. I want that fly working just underneath the chop, and that's one way of doing it. That fly line is very, very slick, very smooth, and does a great job. Now I'm on to the top shot, and I'm gonna have to get all contorted here to get that net, because this feels like a decent fish. This is a tui chub pattern fly. It's not a very big fly, it's pretty small. Keep the kayak going straight here. I gotta be getting close. Oh yeah. Oh, nice fish. Not huge. Oh, he came off. No, he didn't. I'm not keeping any fish down. I was kind of almost hoping he came off, because I did want to mess around with this net, but here he comes. Oh yeah. Oh, he's feisty. He's a feisty little guy. Come here, you. Get the net deployed. Slide him over here. Come here, come here. Oh, and he's gone. There we go. Well, you're going to have to take my word for it. That's probably a 14-inch rainbow. Nice little fish. Nice little chromer. Oh, I got another fish on. Oh my gosh. That is red hot right now. I just started to pedal again after catching that last fish. What the heck is going on here? This is an orange little tube fly, working about 5 feet deep. Kind of sank when I was dealing with that other fish, and then I started to pedal, and as soon as that started to rise in the water column, fish on, baby. I'll take it. That's 3 hookups in about 3 minutes or so. Gotta love that. That was fantastic. Not a real big fish, I don't think. Another pan-sized rainbow. Oh, buddy. He thinks he's big. Maybe he's bigger than I think he is. He's pretty feisty. He's pretty feisty. I see him down there. Oh, he came off. Good. Well, I'm not getting him in the net, but I am getting him on the end of the line, which is cool. Here's a tip. Here's a tip for winter fishing. Something to think about. We would always like the bite to be wide open when we go fishing, but that's not always the case. This week, the fishing hasn't been wide open. It's been good. It's been very good, but we've had to really tweak our presentations to match the temperament of the fish. The water's getting cold. The days are getting short. We've had fronts going through. We've had north wind at times. We've had to downsize our offerings. We've had to slow down. And what do I always say? The most active fish you're going to find are going to be the ones up top. If the mass of the fish are holding at 20 feet, the most active fish are going to be up above that. And the most active fish for us all week long have been up in that top 10 to 15 feet of the water column, and that's really exaggerated here at Davis with the 48-degree water. It is definitely top 10, top 8, something like that. So when you're faced with tough conditions, cold conditions, fish on right there. That's on the tube. Ooh, did he come off? I don't think so. Maybe. Oh no, he's still there. So when you're faced with cold, chilly conditions, that's not a big one. Downsize, slow down, and be sure you're working above the main biomass of the fish. This feels like a pan-sized rainbow. You shall see. This is one of my downrigger rods, but I've laced in one color of lead core. That's all I've got on there. One color of lead core, a really short top shot, about 15 feet or so, and then my 8-pound test fluorocarbon leader. Fight a little now. Let me straighten out the kayak a bit. Always got to keep the kayak straight. When you're fishing with 2 lines, you're going to end up with a big old tangle. And we don't want a big old tangle. I've had a couple. Okay. Net this guy. Or attempt to net this guy. Whoa! He was in the net for a sec. That big fish I just caught, I wish I'd have got that on video. He was in the net 3 separate times. There he is. Got him in the sack. He was in the net 3 separate times and jumped out every time. Real typical Lake Davis rainbow, handsome little fish, chrome bright. Cool conditions here, very, very releasable fish. We're letting everything go. You know, the fishing season's almost over here. The fish have survived the bulk of the fishing season. Conditions are perfect for releasing fish, so why not let them go? I'm still gonna revive them in the net a little bit. Let me show you that fly. Just running a little small tube fly. That's actually a kokanee fly. I've got that action disc pegged up, about 3/4 of an inch from the nose of the fly. I've got it rigged with a tiny little number 10 treble hook, little red treble, couple beads there. That combination is working. It's money. I'm trolling it anywhere from 1.5 to 1.8 miles an hour, down 4 to 5 feet. And you saw it right there. And they were a lot of fun on this light rod. So what I've got about 15 feet. I've got about a 40-inch leader, 8-pound fluoro, my typical troll and swivel bead. Then I've got about 15 feet of 12-pound test mono. That's coming out right there. Now right here, right there, I'm transitioning to the lead core already. So here goes that color of lead core. I'm putting out all that lead core, and I've got 20-pound braid backing behind that lead core, and I'm putting out 45 feet of that. So all in all, I'm roughly 75, 80 feet behind the kayak. And like I say, I'm only down 4 or 5 feet, something like that.
Fish on! Oh my God! It's pulling me on the boat! Call the police!
Oh boy, that feels like a real fish, guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is on the tube fly. Got so excited I almost fell out of the boat. Holy mackerel. Got the wind at my back. So it's not too hard to stay straight. Oh, buddy. When that rod is pegged like that, you know it's a nice fish. Never get tired of feeling that. He is putting up a tussle because he's turning the kayak. I'm not turning it. He's turning it. Keeps turning me towards my fishing partner. Nothing out in front of me but open water, though. That's good. That drag's kind of loose, but it's not that loose. Whenever he surges like that, it makes the kayak get all wonky. Oh my gosh! Oh man! Man, that fish got some power. You got rainbow power. He is not happy. He's not happy about any of this. Oh my God, he's pulling drag. Holy moly. It's not that loose. I'm gonna tighten it just a hair though. Oh my gosh. I'm not even close to him yet, guys. Like him getting back over there. He's back over by my rudder. I'm gaining some line now. I want to see what this one looks like. Oh, he looks pretty darn big. That's how he looks. He looks like he feels. Big and not happy. Oh my gosh. What a rainbow. Oh, that's a big fish, guys. Oh my gosh. Got it. In the basket. Woo! Oh man. We'll take that. And he's off the hook. That's good. Whoa, hey. Easy there, big boy. Gonna hook me. Gonna hook me with my own hook. What's up with that? We can kind of turn here a little bit. And I'll show this guy to you. We're letting him go. What a handsome rainbow he is. Come here. Come here, you. I'm gonna let you go. Enough of your shenanigans. Look at that, guys. Look at that big old fish. Beautiful. Awesome. Power dive. Going back.